What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Kyle Radue here, and this is the Truth Channel, where I tell you the truth and only the truth. I don't sugarcoat things, I get straight to the point. I give you facts, statistics, my opinion, and my advice on whatever that truth is, whatever that situation is. I tell you why it is so, why it's stupid, and what can you do about it. Now, as you know, today's topic is about how to be a slave forever. Now, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to escape the slavery, on how to escape the rat race or that slavery mindset. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right back into the video. Now, number 1, taking student loans. I cannot stress to you enough that you should not take a student loan, because sooner or later you will realize that you are going to be paying that off within the next 20 years, and it is non-negotiable once you sign up for that contract. So I do recommend that you watch my previous video, which is part 2 on why school is rigged, and the first bit will give you insight on university and why university is a scam when it comes to student loans, and it really is a mind blower, so I do highly recommend it. I'll probably put the link in the top here, so please go there and watch that video if you want to learn just the first bit on why you shouldn't take a student loan. I will be making a video that is just in depth on university and why university is a scam, as I have been talking about why school is a scam. So I figured I might go into depth into why university is a scam with student loans, especially because there's many people out here who are taking student loans and not understanding that the consequences that they are going to suffer sooner or later. So please, I'm going to be making that video maybe next week. So please, if you would like to, hit that subscribe button, maybe tickle that notification bell, so that when I do upload it, you do not miss it out. So number 2 is taking risks. Taking a risk towards something is somehow a big deal for everyone, because everyone feels as if they should sacrifice something big for something that might not work in the end. But that is not what you should be thinking. Why are you thinking about why something is not working? Why not reverse that and maybe say, what if it does work? What if I actually get my first client? What if I do this business and it becomes the most popular business in the world? Why don't you think like that instead of thinking why it's not going to work? Because you're going to come up with more possibilities on why it's not going to work, and that's not going to give you the actual foundation on why you should do it and why you shouldn't do it, because then you're not going to take that risk. But taking that risk is not always the case when it comes to you taking such a high risk and you're going to lose everything. It's not always the case. For example, starting that business idea that you have been looking forward to. Some are scared to take the risk because, yes, I know some of you have a big investment that you have to make in order to start your business idea. And then once again, you're always like, oh, what if it fails? Or, like I said, reverse that psychology and say, what if it works? What if it's actually successful? So don't be scared when it comes to taking risks. Rather chase that risk, because you're going to suffer from 2 types of regret. Number 1, the regret of taking the opportunity, or number 2, the regret of not even trying to take that risk. So my advice to you is, if you are at the point of where you need to jump or where you need to take a step, and you are too scared to take that jump or that step, that is the only time you should actually take that jump, or scared, or you will stay in the same spot as where you were. Now, number 3 is the change of mindset. As a teenager, or from wherever you are in your early 20s, you should be growing a growth mindset. You should be developing a growth mindset. The minute you start developing this mindset, you start creating new and more goals for yourself. You start becoming more disciplined. And the more disciplined you become, the more consistent you become. Then the more consistent you become, the more it will take for you to actually stop even trying your goal, trying to reach your goal. When Top G once said, he said that when a plane or a rocket takes off and it's in mid-air, it doesn't stop halfway. It keeps going because it's consistent enough. And it's so consistent that it's going to get to a place where it needs to be without stopping. So that consistency is what gets you to where you need to be. And that consistency is formed from discipline. And that discipline is just from starting out that growth mindset that you need. Now, number 4 of how to escape slavery. And this is a big thing that I really ask you guys to do. And that is gym and meditation. You need to go to the gym and you need to meditate. Gym helps relieve with stress in your life, and it helps relieve anxiety, because during that 1 hour or 2 hour period of you gymming, you are putting your body under so much stress and so much strain that sooner or later, when you start getting used to that, something so small, right, that used to be so stressful for you is literally like a brush off your shoulders when you start actually gymming. Gymming also puts your body in uncomfortable situations, such as obviously it being under so much stress and it being in under so much strain that there's a degree where it becomes so impossible for you to actually fall short underneath someone that isn't even trying to improve how they look or to improve their fitness or their health in general. Literally, if you want motivation, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning on some random day and go for a 5 kilometer jog. Come back and then comment down below what you feel like, because I know for a fact I've done it before, and you feel so alive because you didn't know that you could do it. You didn't know that you could wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and be able to run 5 kilometers and get back home and still breathe, like, literally, that is my challenge to you guys. Wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning on some random day and just decide that you are going to run for 5 kilometers, and then comment down below how you feel after that. Now, meditation. Meditation is pretty much there for you to be in a space that is quiet, a space that helps you be in a place where you have genuine peace, and it cannot be broken in that period of time, and it helps you gain more consciousness. So since you have nothing to do in that meditation area, your brain then all of a sudden wants you to diverge or wander off into la la land. And then what meditation helps you is it helps you gain conscious, and you go, oh wait, I'm going that direction, but I'm supposed to stay focused. And that is what meditation actually helps you. It helps you remain focused. Then, because you remain focused, you start thinking about you being focused. And the more you do it, you'll see eventually you get to a point where meditation is so normal that anything around you, you can hear, you can see, you can feel. And trust me, although meditation, you are just sitting around for 15 minutes of your day. Some people do it for 3 hours. Those are experts, obviously. But if you're just doing 10 minutes a day of meditation, morning or night, you'll start seeing some changes. So I do highly recommend meditation. If you really need more advice on meditation, I do recommend that you go and you follow Hamza. Hamza on YouTube. He is by far my role model on YouTube. He is the only person that actually inspired me to be a better version of myself. But now I'm on my own journey to tell you guys about the reality of this world and what you can do to not be inflicted by this reality. So pretty much meditation comes down to your mind being focused on one thing in particular instead of wandering off like we mostly do, because we tend to be focused for like 5 seconds or 5 minutes, and then sooner or later we start doing something else, start going that direction, then you're not focused. So once you start meditating, you become more focused, and then like I said, you become more conscious. Lastly, number 5 is pursue financial independence. I actually can't stress this enough when I say that you need to start making money. You need to start earning a living. And I'm not talking about some stupid 8 to 5, 9 to 5 work. I'm talking about doing some side hustles. I'm talking about making money online. I'm talking about gaining skills to start and grow your business ideas, and saving a portion of your money every once in a while, and learning how to manage your money and your cash flow. I highly recommend that you actually read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, as that has actually helped open my eyes to the rat race, and it actually opened my eyes to the real truth about the 9 to 5. I'm not going to spoil the book, but I'm going to say that if you are in a 9 to 5, I really recommend that you read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it will open your eyes to how the system works and how the government is involved and how the government taxes you based on your 9 to 5 because you want a salary. But I'm not going to spoil the whole book. I'm just saying, get that book. If you're in a 9 to 5, read it and you'll see for yourself. And I promise you, it is a life changer. Rich Dad Poor Dad also teaches you the necessary skills to actually being a rich person in your life. Also, it just gives you financial IQ. You need to be doing something to make a little extra cash on the side, so when it is profitable, you're able to scale it and then become financially free. The one advice that I can give you right now is time is your biggest asset. You may want something now, but it's not going to come now unless you work on it in the next 5 years. These are the my top 5 best ways to actually escape slavery. If you can just not take student loans, take risks, change your mindset, putting gym and meditation into your life, and pursuing financial independence. If you could just follow these 5 things that I have just explained to you guys, I promise you that your life will get a lot happier. You will never feel groggy in the mornings, because you'll actually know that your purpose in life is a lot more than you think, because you're wasting your time pretty much making somebody else rich. So yes, as you know, this is Kyle Radue and it's the Truth Channel. Once again, it is the channel where I tell you the truth and only the truth, and I give you advice on why something is this way and why it should be this way, why it is stupid, why it's nonsensical. And if you really like my content, I do ask that you hit that like button. I do ask that you subscribe. And I do ask that if this has helped you, especially for teenagers and people in the young 20s, I do ask that you send out this video to many, many people who you think it might help, because I'm not asking you to share it for me to get more views. I will tell you that I would like to get more views so that it reaches out to you people more, because I aim to help you guys, not myself. If I didn't want to help you guys, I would have never done this YouTube channel. So once again, I do ask that you hit that subscribe button, sneeze on that notification bell. It would really help me a lot, and it will just give you guys the notification on when I'm gonna post another video, and when I posted another video, obviously. And some of the stuff might be important, so I don't want you guys to miss it out. But yeah, so that is the end. Stay true, kings, and live a life that is fulfilled.